nerds? What's up, nerds? Welcome back to another episode of the Aggressively Average Angler Podcast. Tonight, we got some channel updates for y'all. I think this will be a fun episode because we've had so much going on recently, and we want to share a lot of this with you guys. There's some things that we're cooking up in the kitchen that are not quite ready to share. Yeah, you heard, Paul. You heard. But maybe we can hint at it. Do we drop hints tonight? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, hints. What flavor DP is that? What do you got going on there?
It's my least favorite, actually. Well,
strawberries and cream. Yeah,
it's okay. It's got a tang that I don't.
A tang, not a twang.
Yeah, it's not tickling my teaser.
That's one way to put it. Sure, yeah. All right. Well, we got lots of things to talk about tonight. We are excited too because we did just hit 60,000 subscribers, which is no small feat. We're proud of ourselves. A little pat on the back, Paul. I can't pat your back. You got to pat your own. Do it. Pat your back. There it is. All right, let's go. We did a thing. We hit a milestone. It's pretty cool. And that is thanks to you guys. So we really appreciate everybody. And because of that, we wanted to celebrate a little bit tonight, share with you guys what's going on, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, Mike MDP, Dr. Pepper.
I was trying to type the doctor, but I was on like an R account trying to switch it. Then you got to reload it. It's a mess.
Are y'all you're trying to tell me right now we don't shorten Dr. Pepper to DP?
Yeah, everyone does that.
Everyone does that. No.
Weird.
Some people are scared. All right, that's fine. So, well, let's get right into it tonight. Got a couple things coming up right off the bat that we got to shout out. So we have a trip. We were going to do Kayak Adventure Series in Ohio. We had to move that trip. We're going to be doing Kayak Adventure Series in September, Franklin, Pennsylvania, because there's two in PA. So we're doing the one in Franklin. It's September 12th and 13th. So if you guys want to join us, go to kayakadventureseries.com. Watch anything Drew Gregory is putting out right now. And Ilyakin is putting out a bunch of content on this too.
Yep.
There's a bunch of guys that are doing this doing this tournament like all the time. So watch their content.
Well, they were just in Tennessee, so it's a little easy when it's in your backyard.
Well, yeah. Also, but yeah, just stay tuned. Kayak Adventure Series. If you guys want to register, come hang out. Like we'll be there. We'll hang out with y'all. We'll make sure we bring stickers this time. Every time we meet up with people, yeah, we'll do an order. We'll bring a bunch of stickers. So if you guys come up to us at Kayak Adventure Series, stickers for free. We'll hand them out. That'll be when we give them out for free. They are for sale in our shop, but. We'll at least bring what do we bring? Ned Rig Nerds, Flip Around, the staples. Do we bring one of the newbies?
Yeah, I mean, I think you should have bought a kayak. We're at the Kayak Adventure Series, so it's like
we should have bought a kayak. I bet we could. We'll connect with Drew and maybe we add that to like some of the prizes or something.
We should. We did that before. Dude. That one's funny.
So yeah, there will be some prizes we'll give away with Drew on stage, and then we'll hand out some decals. It'll be a blasty blast. It'll be a fun time. And the reason we bumped that is one of the things we'll talk about on the show tonight. But we're going on a trip to Pacific Northwest off of Vancouver Island. It's gonna be pretty sick. We're gonna be ocean fishing out of a kayak for the first time for us ever. I've never done that. I'm kind of terrified, but also thrilled.
No, I mean I mess with it, and it's gonna the fish are gonna be. It'll be a different brand of fishing for sure because it's gonna be like salmon and halibut and rockfish, stuff like that we never
done
get to mess with. So it's going to be insane. And we are going to be kayak fishing. So the deal is there's a lodge called the Sea Otter Lodge. And they are off of Vancouver Island. And I cannot pronounce the city. So I won't find out until we get there how to actually say it. So I'm just going to continue to not say the name of it. But Sea Otter Lodge, it is beautiful. And at the country up there, if you guys have never been to like Whistler, or Vancouver, it's insane. It is it's another planet. And what we will be trying to help them make some content to help get a new offering that Seattle Lodge has, which is kayak fishing tours. And they're going to be trying booking trips, and they kind of want to get the word out to the folks down, nearby in the U.S. We are now friendly neighbors. And we're going to help them do that. And there's a great crew going, and it is going to be absolutely bananas. Trip of a lifetime for sure. Yes, we will have to fend off whales and sea lions and all sorts of different things. It's going to be outstanding. I hope a lemon shark tries to mess with me. It's going to be awesome.
With your track record, I hope that it doesn't try to
I hope
mess
it
with you
does.
actually right
I hope
now.
it does.
It's the next YouTube video is just going to be like Jeff has to rescue
Actually,
Paul from lemon shark
I did the
attack.
I did the poll today. The poll
Yeah.
today was who's doing kayak tournaments? Answer options were me. I'd rather keep my fishing to myself, thanks. Or I'm here to see Paul's injuries if that's okay. And
That one by a
29%
landslide.
me, 25% not doing tournaments, 46% here for the injuries.
I believe it. I personally, I vote I'm here for the injuries as well.
Classic.
It's been really fun watching your trip to recovery several times in a row.
Over and over.
Over
and
and
over.
over. First ice trip of the year. We're finally out here on the ice. Oh, you chopped your toes off. Bummer. Well, see you. See you. Bye. Go
It was
home.
special.
It was, sure, you could call it that. Yep. It was special. Sure. All right. Well, anyways, we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Let's get into it. Cue the D for tonight. Ready, Paul?
Yeah.
You want to do it or me?
What bait are you most excited to catch on this season? Because we have a huge backlog, actually. So I'm curious to know, and this goes for everyone in chat too. So like if you guys have been stockpiling throughout the season, the winter season, the colder months, what are you excited to catch on now that we're getting into what is the tail end of spring, and some of you down south are already past bedding season and are getting into it. So what are you excited to catch on?
So I cheated. I already did it this weekend. What would have been my answer? So I have to come up with a new answer. So this weekend, I don't know. Are we talking about this on the show tonight? Maybe we will. I went fishing in the rain. Got absolutely drenched, but man, the fish were eating everything that was a swim bait or a glide bait. It didn't matter what you threw. So I did catch on the old Temu hammerhead shark, which was on my list of things that would be amazing to catch on. And then I also caught on every single BFS swim bait and or glide bait that we picked up or procured over the winter. And those are all top of list. But now I guess I would say the either the G-Crack Q-Bomb or...
That's a good one. I'm looking at it. It's right over there. Right? Actually, we're pretty close. In like 2 weeks, it will be Q-Bomb season, I think.
Right? Like, so that one would be huge. And then also there was there's some crazy baits that we got in the hookup tackle that I haven't fished. Probably a couple of those crankbaits we just got in the hookup tackle quarterly.
Yeah. Dude, I think it's gonna be hard. I think that is gonna be pretty easy.
Yep, that'll be fun. Oh, this was the other one. The 5-inch mag draft was just annihilating. It was crazy.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't had like consistency with it in the past, so I was surprised at the consistency that it had.
Yeah, but the sizing is not great for Michigan. I mean, it's just not.
Yeah,
throwing an 8-inch glide is just.
Does anybody use the bass? Is this the bass puzzle? Is which one is that? I got so many baits running around in my brain right now. What is the bass puzzle? Which the grass piece, the chatterbait spinnerbait,
the chatter spinner.
This is a chatterbait spinnerbait bass puzzle grass piece. The thing is freaking insane. $20 chatterbait.
He sent that to me. I think I sent that one to you after he sent that video of it to me.
It's absurd.
It is absurd.
No, I have not used it, but I want to use it. It sounds absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna have to get one of them. We'll try that out. All right, what's yours? Sick. What's your bait?
I agree. I think the Megabass one's for sure, but I actually think the structure gill is one that I'm very excited to fish. And then a whole bunch of jigs. I just have a stockpile of jigs, and I've been on a jig fish catching success tear, having getting a lot of follows, catching a lot of fish, and I think that's going to be my thing this year. I kind of thought it was going to be glide baits, but honestly, I've been rocking the jigs, and I'm really enjoying it. And we have a lot of sticks to test, even some spinners, like the medium heavy, that I kind of want to flip around and find out. I would like to do that.
I'm never opposed to flipping around or finding out, potentially, if I can pull that off. There's a lot of baits, and it, like Paul was saying, we have this just bag. Oh, what's that? The Gilsoft would be another one. Gilsoft, what is it? The 130 that we have?
Yeah, I'm looking at that one too. That's one.
Yeah.
It would be tough, but it's doable. I think on the I think on a cloudy day pre-front, you could probably rack them up actually. But yeah, it's got to be like the right day here because it's such a tall. It's like, I mean, it trapped, absolutely,
and it floats,
fish,
and it floats. But we'll figure it out. I think we can catch on that.
Summertime pre-front, I think you got a good shot.
I have a literal crate of baits from this winter and bags, like all those evolution tackle bags that we have. They're full of baits that we have to test. So there's a lot. It's a long list. I knocked out a bunch of it this weekend. I was pretty proud of myself for that.
I'm really excited to try the hover minnow and also the GLF paddle tail. That's a big one on my list actually, because I feel like that bait on St. Clair is going to annihilate. It is going to smash.
It's going to be a lot of fun
in the summer. Like when the minnows are out, that thing is going to be nuts.
Yep, excited for it. Well, awesome. Let's get into the show then. So, shall we start with the Yakov Awards?
Oh, Feather Outdoor got the 6-inch Citizen. That's dope. Yeah, let's start with the Yakov Awards. So, been really excited to see the following. I mean, I'm kind of surprised how many people were actually into it, getting after it, voting, and then companies are getting behind it, which is really cool. So we hooked up with Kayak Angler Magazine. They're the ones that are hooking us up to get us set up on this huge Vancouver Island trip. So kudos to them. And yeah, we told them, we're like, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. And we may have time. We'll see. It's probably going to be September-ish when the next one launches. So if we can get maybe the Tactical Pro 128 set up, more news there coming soon, that would be rad. Or even an Old Town 120 Pro. If I could rig both of those out, we might have a shot at doing something really unique. We have got to get the new canoe in there, though. I think our new canoe has a shot at doing some damage, especially the purple. I honestly think the purple could take it on its own. And
I was going to say the U10, but yeah, the purple could,
If that crescent, if that purple crescent doesn't sell in the next couple of months, I might have to reach out to Crescent and be like, can I just get that? Can we just have that? Can you cut me a deal? Like, make me an offer that you can't refuse. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
we should do that.
I love the Smalley. It just doesn't have a shot to win because it's not cool enough. Like, people won't understand it, which is fine. But I'm really excited about my Smalley build, but no one else will be. So I think I could rig out a really cool setup on the Sholey and the purple. I think that I can make it happen. We can make a run at it.
I agree. I fully agree. Also, before we continue with this conversation, Veteran Angler just dropped 5 gift subs.
Thank you so much, man. On behalf of the 5 people who are benefiting from your generosity, thank you so much.
I will tell you exactly who they are. Losing Big Fish just got gifted a membership. Dale Repke, Grimy Fishing, Fused, and Mark Thomas. So if you guys are unaware, we do have members only live every single month. The next one week is next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Be there, be square. We're gonna do 2 giveaways on that live. It's gonna be great. So appreciate you.
Sorry.
Go. No, you go. No,
someone's name is ADHD Express. In chat. Let's go.
That is like Paul's 9 p.m. to 1 a.m.
My brethren. You're in the right place. You have found your people.
I love it. Thanks to Veteran Angler for the gifted memberships. That was fantastic, man. We really appreciate you.
Now, when you guys get on, you can get on stage. You can come chit chat. You can come learn a lot. And we do have a lot of fun. And that's actually where all the schmivaways happen. Schmivaway is code for giveaway, which I don't think anybody cares anymore. But I'm sticking with schmiv because it's fun to say. And I like saying this speech every single time I say schmivaway. So when you pop on, that's where we do our giveaways. And that's where all the cool stuff gets done. So we gave away some banger packs last week. It was you probably got $200 worth of stuff.
Yeah,
legit. Last members only.
Bro, lest we forget, didn't we give away an YakAttack kayak? The
100% we did.
Kayak?
Yes. And look, we shelled out. That cost me like $100 to ship. Yeah. But I don't, the thing is like, what are we going to do with it? If I wasn't going to use it that much and someone thought it was cool and wanted it, you guys should get it. If I can give it away and I can afford to send it to you, I'm shipping it out. It's done deal.
Somebody's got to use it. Rather than guys.
We've talked about this so much. Like, I want there to be value in ours. I feel like a lot of people have these memberships and they're like, "Oh, you get exclusive content," and it's like 1 video a year. And I mean, look, I
members
want
only
there to
live
be
every
value
month.
for you. So members only, that's where you're getting the stuff. You're getting things. You're the only ones, no one else.
Yep. Also behind the scenes content that we don't talk about here.
And you get to help us design all the stuff because you guys get to put input on the shirts. So last month we designed the
should have bought a kayak.
Boat. And you guys choose which one. You guys get input on how many dollars should the price tag on the boat be, all that kind of stuff. So it is a lot of fun, and there are some cool perks. Well, what we consider to be cool perks.
So there you go. Join or don't. Welcome, gifted members. Yeah, so getting back to the spring Yakovs, we might as well talk about the kayaks, the new kayaks as a part of this, right? So we got some news in terms of kayaks, you guys. Your boys have been getting we've been getting into the industry, y'all. We got some clout that's really like helping us. We're not a big channel, but something that Paul and I will definitely pat ourselves on the back for is that we are like we're
drumming up business.
We do the talking, and we will call everyone. We will cold call every company. We will talk to them 1,000 times. We will
pavement.
We'll be ignored 50,000 times, and then we'll eventually land a meeting, and we'll figure something out because we can find a mutual benefit, a win-win. With
I'll make you a deal,
and we can still put it to them where we can say, "Hey, our channel, like what we do, is unbiased reviews. That is our goal. That is what we have to do. If you're cool with that, let us have this kayak." We'll beat the tar out of it.
I will
rig it out.
It's guaranteed. The bottom's not going to be pretty.
Guaranteed. Somebody's
drilling a hole.
Know the durability, man. So we're going to beat it up. We're going to fish the heck out of it, and it's going to be dirty, disgusting, and broken by the end of the year. So if you're cool with that, let us have one. And we ended up getting connected with both Old Town and Wilderness. And we have a Tactical Pro 128 that will be here at my house on Monday. So we have the Tactical Pro 128. It's coming in. That one's been pretty divisive. Classic Wildy. It's like everything's a 7 out of 10. We've talked about it 1,000 times with them. This is like such a great idea, and we're down to figure out what the missed execution might be. And then I know a lot of people have kind of looked at it and either said that's awesome, everything should be like this, and then like the other half, it seems like just not wowed by it compared to things like the Bonafide XTR. So we're going to find out.
Based on what I've heard so far, I do think that the 128 might, I'm not saying it's a 10 out of 10, but I think this one might hit the mark. And I think materials is where I'm a little nervous because I need to get it. You know what I mean? Oh, and Wolf of Walmart here is in chat. And he called it out. The Tactical is sold at their shop. So he's in Kayak City out in California. What city is that, Wolf? Can you tell me, bud?
I just want to make sure that you just said it, dum-dum.
I hate you. And it would be great if I knew which city Kayak City was inside of. That would be awesome. But I think that one is actually going to deliver on a couple of things that no other kayaks can right now. So I'm really excited about this. Kind of like when I saw some of the Vibe kayaks that are out that are getting dropped. I'm actually kind of like, you know what? Maybe I need to take a peek. And there's a new kayak coming out that we're going to get to try when we are in Vancouver Island, which would be really cool. So a pre-release, which I'm pretty hyped on too. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, it's in Sacramento. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, there also, while Wolf is here, dude, Stinky River, hit him up.
Okay. But before we go back to that, real quick, Stinky River Tom, our guy, man, the myth, the legend, we appreciate you, man. $10 super chat there. It says he appreciates us. We appreciate you. You appreciate us. We appreciate you.
So Tom does what I hope everybody does and starts doing. I need to back off on the kayak content. We need to get back on the gear content.
We need to chill.
I know, but it's like what I'm doing. So like whatever I'm doing is what you get. Like I make a video every day. So if I'm working out a kayak, you get what you get. But I do need to make more gear content. Leave me alone. I'll try.
We got you guys. It's coming.
It's coming. But anyways, what I want you guys to do is if you have questions about your kayak builds, ask us. Like we've done so many things. Like just send us a message on the sly. And I'm truly, all I want to do is help people get into a kayak, enjoy their time, save their money, or get exactly what they want. I just want everyone to get out and just enjoy their fishing. That's all I care about. So ask us questions. Tom does a great job doing that. And I love the conversations.
Here's the thing I'll say, like, you guys can DM if you don't want to be public about it, like just DM us. That's fine. We're currently building out a ton of kayaks. Like we're still working on the new canoes. We got the Smalley just came in, and then we're going to have the Wilderness Tactical Pro 128. And also,
an Old Town 120 Pro, hopefully in the next couple of months. And then we're also summer. There's also maybe some more inflatable stuff coming. We'll talk about that
Yep.
later. It's on the list. But seriously, all I do is like rig kayaks. Actually, I figured out a huge win. You remember how we do those flush mounts for the plugs, for the Anderson plugs?
Yeah.
And we had such a difficult time cutting a rectangle because like all the drills are obviously circles because they're drills.
Yes.
Dude, so check this out. I traced an outline of what I wanted. I drilled a hole in all 4 corners.
Right.
I got out a chisel and just went pop, pop, pop. It was, and this is on the Smalley is the Crescent plastic's really hard. It's a very durable plastic. One of the most durable plastics of any kayak out there. It looked laser etched. It was perfect. Nice. I was like, holy crap. So yeah, I have a nice it's 1/4 inch and just and then I needed to widen it. Drew another line, drilled a little tiny hole in the end. Perfect. Unreal.
Nice.
Huge win.
See,
I found out another one too. I was messing with the fish tape. Here.
We're listening. Everybody's listening. A magnet on one end.
So they make a special magnet tool that's literally made for running cable, also through like drywall and stuff, like through insulation. And I was like, oh my God, that would not even move it. That would get it exactly to the hole where you need the thing to go. And then the magnet that's on the inside is like a huge magnet on the outside. You put a magnet on the inside and it has like a little trailing tail for you to tie your wire to. But the shape of the other magnet on the inside is like bullet shaped so that it can like go over stuff. So even when you hit something, it like slides over it. I was like, so I kind of like made my own. It's like $12 off Amazon.
All right. Well, we'll get 2 of those.
We're doing that. We're doing that.
But yeah, that's the thing is like we're in build season right now. So if anybody's trying to rig out a kayak, if you guys want to bounce ideas off of anybody and you don't have a local dealer by you, like we're happy to bounce ideas. You can tag us in a post. Feel free to do that. We read all our comments and everything and we'll reply to you, or you can DM us if you'd rather do it that way. It's up to you. Also, before we continue on about the kayaks, Feather Outdoors, another man, the myth, the legend, also local to us here. $10 super chat. We appreciate you, man. So let me get one of them hats, fellas. These hats, by the way,
I bought it.
These are just like our favorite. We just buy these. We don't even. Yeah, there's nothing with this brand that we get. We just
not at all. They don't care about us. That's fine. Super nice guy. And
I think he likes us.
Logo in the business, and he actually, I mean, he does a great job. That guy is a hustler.
So Bambooey Bear, you can see it on my hat. That's right. Bambooey Bear. If you guys
look at how I call him the ecstasy bear. I don't think any bear has ever been happy.
Cocaine bear, dude.
Cocaine ecstasy bear. Look at him.
Have you watched Cocaine Bear?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Outstanding film. It's a
cinematic masterpiece.
Absolutely.
All right.
How's he not got an Oscar?
I mean, come on, right?
Because he wasn't acting. That's why
he wasn't. He was CGI. That was why.
That's right.
They don't have rights yet. Yeah.
Hey, you guys, when you go buy a hat or a shirt from this guy, tell him we sent you. Leave a comment or something. Be like, hey, those aggressively average nerds keep buying your hoodies.
Maybe you should collaborate on some level.
Just give me some. He needs a decal. He needs like a 6x6 decal.
Yes. This
badly.
Decal.
I just want this bear all over my stuff. Yeah. My God.
Give me more of these bears. All right, so back to the kayaks. So yeah, the next Yakov, the raccoon one,
crackoon.
Oh, the craccoon. That's every raccoon ever.
Bro,
they're all
yeah, that's just standard raccoons.
That's standard raccoon is crackoon. I love it though. So for the next Yakov Awards, because the current one is wrapping up. I think we're coming up on the finals. So from our show last week, we re-voted on this. Jake Suvak actually made it into the finals, right? Well, he didn't in ours, right? But I'm saying Redemption Tour in real life, where it actually matters. Yeah. He made it. So he's in the finals, and they're trying to figure out who he's going up against next, which was I think one of them's an autopilot, and the other one is, I can't remember which two it is. Paul's pulling it up, whatever. So that's still going on. The Yakov Awards. Who's the other one in the semis? Do you know?
Oh, I think they're trying to figure it out because it's Gene Jensen and the guy with the Old Town. I can't remember. Scott, probably.
I think you're right, but yeah, he had an Old Town autopilot that we liked as well.
And it was just like it had a bunch of little custom stuff to it. It was just
right. I think he was the lure retriever. He had that crazy lure retriever.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So both great kayaks, but I think the Skynet mobile is probably going to take it.
It will. I mean, I mean, the one, I'm surprised that one made it as far as it did. The other one, it's a great build, and I love all the unique stuff. I'm glad it made it.
Yeah.
But Jeans is pretty polished. He does a nice job.
Guy's done enough of them. But anyway, so the next edition we're gonna be in, and we just have to figure out which kayaks we're gonna submit. And now that we have, I don't think the Old Town will make it in time, but we'll have the Tactical Pro, and then probably your U10, or I have to decide between the Unlimited and the Tactical Pro, and then you're probably submitting the U10 unless we get another one in.
We'll see. I mean, if the 120 comes in, it kind of, honestly, I think it just depends on which one I like the most. I really think that I have a case to be made based on how we did our pod. I think our pod is super unique. Yep. And I really like that a lot.
Canoe pod.
Yep. The new canoe pod. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So we're excited about that. So you guys will space out the kayak content. I know we've been kind of crazy. It's build season, but we'll be putting out some stuff on the Tactical Pro 128. I got to unbox that thing on Monday. It's actually getting shipped to my house because some companies ship to your house, which is neat. Old Town does and Wildy does. Not every other company does. Usually I have to drive 3 hours to a place to go pick up the kayak if they ship us one. But this is going to be cool. We're really excited about it. And on that note, with all these kayaks coming in, we should probably call out that we're getting a trailer, y'all, because thanks to it's one edition of a trailer.
It's a saga.
There's a saga going on. But so Keith from Kayak Angler Mag hooked us up with contact at Malone, and now we know the people at Malone, which is really cool. And
Malone is actually who, if we were going to buy our own trailer, that was the one we were going to buy. That was the one I was going to get. The double galvanized will last longer than me and my children. My children be like, "Where can I get rid of this thing? It just won't die."
Where's Grandpappy's Malone? Get it out. We gotta transport our kayaks, our Skynet kayaks.
The wiring is rotted years ago, but I can still try. I can take whatever I want on it.
It's great. So yeah, we have the are we getting the off-road, the first one we're getting?
So we have two coming. So we have the new the new off-road. It's the powder coated black painted one, but it'll be the high one, not the low, which is a fantastic. It's super cool. So it's I think it's the multi-sport. The other one is the multi-sport.
No, this is the off-road one, I think.
The off-road, and then
all the black coated ones are off-road.
Yeah. So and then they have a different model that's been out for a while, and it's more like a heavier duty, has more options on it, has a top rack with a
rod
carrier and 2 rod tubes. And then that one, that's the one that made sense to us, and it holds 2 kayaks up to I think 38 inches or 40 inches, which is insane. So love that. So we're gonna get hooked up with both of those actually. So which is honestly, I'm still kind of in shock. They've been really, really cool to work with. And the other thing too is they have a lot of accessories that I, frankly, just because the way their website is kind of designed, I didn't even see. And so Jeff and I tonight are going to go take a look at some of these stuff for car topping, because they have some really, really cool racks for if you don't have like a truck topper. For some just like truck bed accessories. They do a great job there. So, and actually, I didn't even know this. They have kayak racks, like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
So that is honestly, I got to go through the whole site basically. And then I did make a couple of recommendations because I think there's some things that they could do to update what they're currently making, and then really, honestly, just take shots at someone that is making custom kayaks. I love the custom kayak market. There's somebody there for them. Malone is just like a totally trailer. Sorry, is just they're kind of on a different trajectory. They have a totally different business model, and they're kind of like the everyman trailer. They're like, look, you don't have a guy who does welding. I can give you everything you want, ship it right to your house. All you need is some tools and some time, and then you can have a phenomenal trailer at honestly the best price possible. So I love it. I'm really excited.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We'll be testing that out. And for my car topper folks out there, we'll be testing that out too. We have trucks. We usually just throw our stuff in the truck. We haven't used a trailer in 7 years of doing this thing.
Their carts are nuts too.
Oh, yeah. And they do have a cart that has more like the tube design. So we're going to see if it's easier to, this is a kayak cart that we're talking about, just the 2 wheels, low model, right? And you just throw your kayak on it, wheel it down the ramp.
And one of them has a whole bar where you hold the bar. Yeah. That's going to be for a big heavy kayak. If you want to save like $3,000, bro, especially with their truck bed extender. Their truck bed extender is nuts because it can work like all the way in the upper, like second story of your truck where it goes over the cab, or you can do the low one and then you can bring it right onto this cart. And then you have like a handle where you're holding onto the wheels like really easily instead of using your kayak. It's really slick. So I'm excited to show that one.
So yeah, anybody looking for kayak transport options, we'll be testing out a bunch for you guys real soon, which will be fun. All right, so let's get to the trip, shall we? We got a big trip coming up next month, like in a month and a week, that we will be in the air.
Is it really?
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
June 14th or 19th or
it's
something
June
like that.
15th through the 25th, and we are leaving like a day before that and coming back a day after.
Yeah, so we are flying out as far to the Pacific Northwest, short of Alaska, as you can.
It's just south. It's like 100 miles south of Ketchikan or something like that.
Yeah. So I think it's Comox area.
Comox is where we're flying in, and then you got to go to the other side of the island. It's like 6-hour drive, 4-hour drive.
Yeah, no big deal. So lots of travel going on in June, but we'll be out there for a whole week. There's a bunch of other brands and creators going to this one, which would be a lot of fun. So we're gonna do some collabs. We're going to go fish on the ocean. We're gonna maybe someone will hook into a halibut. We don't know. Maybe someone will fight a sea lion. I don't know. That could happen too.
And then we are going to be using some Vibe kayaks that we have not used before. And then we'll get a bunch of time in on the CK2 venture from Crescent. So, and then there's some other kayaks too. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. But interested to try the Makana. There should be a shearwater there. I'm really excited to try the shearwater. And then something that's not released yet that we can't talk about.
Shh, don't tell the people.
I already said
well, it'll be in a video that we make in Canada. So
yeah. And maybe get featured in Kayak Angler magazine.
That would be the coolest thing.
Dude, are you kidding me?
It's just stacked up as like a dream trip, man. That's
insane. Yeah. It's gonna be bonkers.
It's a huge opportunity. We're really excited about it.
Crick Fisher Creek guy. All right. Said pretty good Father's Day trip. By the way, Mom's Day is this weekend. If you forgot Mother's Day, you need to go pick some wildflowers right now. And figure out a plan, because you got like 48 hours before your SOL. Figure it out.
Do better.
I did.
Be a good kid.
I'm good. We are covered.
I am also set. So yeah, Mother's Day this weekend, but we will be traveling on Father's Day weekend. So that's how we got it. That's how we were able to do it. Really, let's be real. That's how we pulled this off. But yeah, it'll be cool if we get a chance to have I think it's in the summer, one of the summer editions of the Kayak Angler Mag. We should be able to be featured in that. That'll be cool. Hopefully it's not like disaster in the Pacific Northwest.
Man loses arm to sea lion.
Man still missing after dragged away by sea lion.
He's probably out there.
If Paul got dragged away, how much you guys want to bet he would still be alive? Like 2 weeks later, we'd find him.
Out. I got him. I'm like chewing on the fat from the seal. I got him.
He's chewing on the sea lion just on an island, just in the middle of nowhere. What do you guys want? We're coming to rescue you.
Who are you talking to? I'm all out of bait.
Oh man, no, it's gonna be the trip of a lifetime. We're gonna have a blast. Lots of content will be coming out of that trip, and yeah, we can't wait. And we get to test a lot of new products, and it's gonna be
fun. It's gonna be just straight fun. I can't wait.
Yep. Funny that Samwise just mentioned this. I actually said it early on. There's a video that I'll be putting out pretty soon here. We bought over the winter. I don't know if you guys remember this video. I think we did a shopping and an unbox video of this, but we bought what, Paul, 25 of like the top tier BFS glides and swim baits.
It was like 10. I think it was like 10 super high.
My box is a lot more than 10 baits in there. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we got some for free and we already had some. So
true.
Some 15, 20 baits, really high end, good stuff. And then we went the other route. We bought all of the knockoffs from Temu and etc. knockoffs and said, head to head, let's battle. And then Jeff, because I had some stuff going on, was able to go out. And I remember I told you, I said you're going to go out and it's going to be an absolute smash fest. And that's what it was. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad.
It was because you said
anything. I don't want you to, bury yourself or anything.
Oh, okay, cool. No, it was like the rainiest day too. I was just drenched the whole day.
We got over I think 4 to 6 inches of rain depending on where you were in the state that day.
Yeah, it was a blast though. Caught them all on the Cash-In Element Series BFS rod. with the Arc Gravity BFS, like my favorite BFS combo. So Samwise, yes, we do talk BFS still. We
got to get the Rise one out there too. I really need to get that Rise out there.
Yeah, it just with the swim baits, it wasn't the day for the setup I have. So I put the Flight Feather Cormorant on my on the we're talking
it makes
about
a lot of sense. I mean,
the Euro tackle
Rise. It can handle the heavier lines and heavier hook sets because of the like heavy duty spool. So that's and then heavy gearing. So that'll be sweet. Yeah,
so we'll be testing out the Euro Tackle Rise rods for BFS as well. There'll be more BFS content coming. Don't you fret, none is coming.
It's really hard, man. I mean, honestly, this is Jeff and I we'll talk about. This is something I'm going to save, a topic I will save for later because we have some other stuff we can't talk about here that we can talk about in the members only. We just need more time to fish. I mean, that's what
I wish I had 3 more days in a week.
Not 5. Honestly, if there were 10 days in a week to fish, I'd fish 8 of them and film for 2 of them. I mean that.
Well, you still got to fit family and job in there too, which is
that's why I need another 2 days. So actually, 16 days a week would be perfect.
16 days a week would be great. Yeah. I like it.
Well, it's funny. People ask like, "Well, do you get tired fishing? And all that?" And I'm like,
"I barely do."
No, I mean, honestly, I we'll go for 6 hours. I'm like, oh, God, I need 7 more hours. Like, how are we not doing that? Yeah, it's tough.
Every single time, man. 6 hours feels like nothing. So, I mean, I'm happy that I get a chance to get out, even if it is just 1 day a week for 6 hours. I wish I could get out more. We could make a lot more content if we could. Yeah. So, I don't know. That's part of I threw it on the thumbnail, but like, road to 100K, man. Like, we're at 60K now. I didn't think we'd be here at any
one thing we forget ever, and it really have never gotten, is that massive random boost.
One big bump.
Other channels, they don't change anything. They don't do anything different. They're 30,000 followers this month, and I'm like, huh? We're never getting it. Ours, you could calculate to the day when we're gonna 100,000. 3 years from now, we'll be at 90,000. They just
it's 40 months from now we will be. That's what it is.
I'm just doing
at the current pace in 40 months, 100K, baby. It's locked.
No, it's locked and loaded. All we have to do is just not die, and we'll get there. I mean,
unless 40,000 people subscribed right now. Boom, we did it. We got that bump. Weird.
How about that?
We did it. We did it.
It's very strange though, because it truly, like it happens all the time. I see other, and then look, I'm happy for those people. I just think it's odd that we've never had that like big, just like random huge boost on Instagram or on YouTube. And like we change stuff all the time. Other people are like, oh, I actually made less videos and 20,000 followers. I don't know. I'm like, what?
I said good for them.
I mean,
man.
no, great for you, but like,
what? Yeah, good for you. Great job.
I'm 4 years.
we'll be there. Don't you fret. By that time, the silver play button,
I don't care.
Not gonna exist.
Our Instagram grew like 60 followers in a month because of build season, and nobody cares. And honestly, I'm one of those people. I just don't care.
We post what we like doing.
I just make what I want. You get what you get.
Yeah. And like to anybody else who's just starting something up too, veteran angler at 21 subs. Everybody go sub to veteran angler. Here you go. Community boost.
Give him a boost. Give him the veteran angler a boost. Double him up.
Go subscribe, veteran angler. Oh no, my power went out on my headphones. I was so excited. I just turned off my headphones. No, that is awesome. Go subscribe to veteran angler and anybody else who's starting a channel. I encourage you to do the thing. Like, just make sure that you're making content that you love to make, because you're gonna have to keep pumping it out, and like people will or will not listen.
That's why I don't care about making content that's like not super successful. I'm like, I'm enjoying the builds. I'm doing them now, so that's what you're getting now. And then as soon as I get bored of that,
watch it
3 days, swap it out. You get what you get.
As long as we're having fun, we always have fun when we get to
that is one thing. I think that's the thing that has really helped us, like over time. Like other people have been like, you always kind of see some people that people I love and I feel bad for, but they're like haggard and they're struggling. They're like, oh yeah, I'm dying. And like Jeff and I had some moments of that, but honestly, like the last 2 years probably, it's been too fun. We just have so much fun doing it. And like there were times when I was like, maybe we should stop. It's not worth it. And then like now I look back, I'm like, it's hard for me to not do it and not think about it, even when it's slow, because enjoy it. I enjoy making videos. I actually truly do. And then on the flip side, I love the kayak and the fishing stuff. So it's hard to, I just can't stop.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. It's been a lot of fun. Do you remember when I like quit the channel for a month?
Yeah, I remember.
Like
I actually dropped a 10,000 view video during that time, which was nuts because
you're
up until that point, well, no, I mean, like up until that point, that was like an uncommon thing.
Yeah. No, it 100%. But yeah, I don't feel that way anymore. I don't know what was going on with me at that time.
I do. We were making stuff we didn't want to make.
Oh yeah. Then we were
not making. We were making stuff we thought would be successful. That was what was really we struggled with, and now it's like now we just make what fits in with what we like to do. And I mean, to be fair, it's really hard to get to the point where you can be successful and do that. It takes a long time. So there is a lot of sacrifice that happens, and it doesn't. If you just make videos that you like until you practice and get skilled at it and kind of build up that like little culture and figure out how to do that for yourself in a way that you enjoy it, it is going to be hard. And there are going to be times you're going to struggle. If you can make it through that and continue to try and improve on your process and get to the place where I feel like we are, which is we enjoy it, we have goals, and there's a lot of momentum because of that. And we just do what we want to do, not necessarily what we think is going to be successful. It actually, oddly enough, it's fed itself.
Yeah. And it works. Like we're growing consistently, man. So we'll just keep doing that. We'll never get that 40K bump in a month. But
step at a time.
I always tell my girls when they get frustrated with stuff, I'm like, just keep swimming. Listen to Dory. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Yes.
Because he has the
dude. And like, who is it? Bait and Bougie posted today. He was like, oh, you want to get grow by 10,000 followers, do all this other stuff. He was like, that's not how this works. And I just commented, I was like, just keep posting. That's it. That's all there is.
No, and I mean, and that actually, so because I kind of started a little bit later, with YouTube, Jeff had a lot more practice than I did. It ultimately came down to, like, for me, like, I feel like I'm pretty good at Instagram now. And it was all because I kind of had a goal with Reels when they first came out. I was like, I'm just going to make one every day. And I just said, I'm going to do that. And I said, I'll do it for a year. We'll see what happens. 5 years later, I've made a video every single day.
Which is bonkers.
It's crazy. But it is not hard anymore. And I don't have to think about it. And I don't skip. It's just, what I do. So
just keep doing it,
you just got to just go do it. Like anything else, it's like, you see that rule, like you do something 1,000 times and you have that level of expertise, and you do something 10,000 times, and like you're just guaranteed to have more expertise. You may not be the best in your field or anything, but you will if you just keep doing something, you will have a level of expertise. You can't avoid
10,000 hours to become an expert at something. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm
there.
You are an expert.
I am there, my bro.
Where's my 40K subs, Paul? You're such an expert. Where's my subs? Can we make a YouTube sticker that's just like, yo, where's my subs? What is it? I gotta work for a living. What is this?
Where's my subs?
Where's my subs? We're just joking, you guys. We're here to have fun. If it works, it works. We're happy about it. Either way, but we appreciate you guys. I mean, honestly, the 60K is all thanks to you guys.
100%.
The appreciation that you show watching the content, we appreciate that. Anybody who shares the content, that's amazing. And then if you come to the lives and all those people gifting memberships here, you guys are amazing. So we really do owe it to you to get us where we are. Yeah.
Detrick H had a good question. He said, best paddling kayak to purchase in 2025.
Ooh, I actually so there's actually two questions here too, because one somebody said, hey, can you test out it was David Blushki we're going with, nailed it. I'm good at last names. Anyways, so he said, hey, when you go to Vancouver Island, I'll do you one better, not just with Vancouver Island, but we do want to get into more budget yaks. Like, we just have to get a hold of them. The challenge with budget yaks is that being able to get a test day on them is nigh impossible. Like, nobody's letting you test those out. The closest we got was the catch mode 110, I think we had at Water Dog, and like, otherwise, if I go to a big retailer, they're not going to let me try anything. If I go to a smaller retailer, they usually don't have that many options. But in like, as much as we're growing and we're happy with that, like, we don't have a huge budget with YouTube. So it's really hard to just go out and buy like a bunch of budget kayaks. It's easier to buy a bunch of gear and review gear because it's like smaller, cheaper things. But when you get to a kayak, it's $600-700, like,
I mean, that is budget if you're buying one. If you got to buy 9,
and then if I buy 9 of them,
budget.
Yeah. So that's, just to be honest, it's been the challenge with it. I am trying to find a deal on the Three Waters Big Fish 105 that we did the budget video on. I know a lot of people are like, hey, where is this? I'll be honest, I was surprised it hit the like count that we asked for, 750 likes. It did it. Damn it. So I was like, cool. Now we have to spend $1,000 on something, and we got these trips coming up. So we're just trying to plan the budget around it. That's it. Sorry for the delay. We will get one. I can promise you that. It's just when. And if I can find a way to source it more easily and just give you a review on it, that's what I'll do. But I'm looking around, and it's been challenging to
our budget. Find it. We also have some other things that we can't talk about right now that are eating up our budget. If you go to the members only, we will give you some insight, but I can't do it here.
Speaking of members only, Veteran Angler just gifted 10 more memberships. And I wanted to call them out. So here, if you hear your name or you see this in chat, you are now a member, whether you like it or not. And you should probably come next Tuesday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. We will be live. We're going to do some giveaways, hang out with our members, talk about behind the scenes stuff. So we have, dude, Scary Yamamoto. This is like the most fun part about the gifted memberships is I get to read off these memberships. But Scary Yamamoto, we got Chad Swank, we got Bass Bounty Hunter, Rugaru's on here, or Rougarou.
Did I get in trouble?
Rougarou, thank you. I got in trouble. I remembered. I got back. Rougarou. Ludi Djibouti.
Oh, dude, we are getting nothing but
the
gold
names
here.
are just cooked. The memberships are just, the aura is increasing massively. Stephen Walden, TC12I, Yo Basscat, Jadlo 25. You got me there. Tom,
you got me there.
Tom Clay.
You got me there.
You guys have all been gifted memberships. Welcome aboard. All right. Love you guys. Let's keep it going. Where were we? I was so excited about that. We should probably get some new gear, eh? Get away from kayaks. Let's talk about gear, shall we?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
So we talked about the kayaks coming. We talked about the Malone trailers coming. We're going to test out. We talked about Vancouver and, our quest to battle YouTube to 100,000 subscribers. And now we should probably talk about new gear that we got to review. So recently, I end up like just equipping a warehouse every time we get an order from YakAttack. So we had so many freaking boxes come in from YakAttack for these builds that we're doing, you guys. So
I just do want to take a pause here.
Yeah.
Not only does YakAttack make great product, this is that weird confluence of like great people at the company.
Yeah.
Great,
thanks, Wade.
Great product, and also just like the vibes are very good. They've been good to us. We feel like we've held our end of the bargain, and it's a lot of fun. It's that doesn't happen that well all the time. So it's great people.
Yes. Oh, and I'm sorry, Onyx Dynamo. Who was it that asked about the paddle kayak? I totally blasted over that question. I apologize. So I'm scrolling back. I'll find it. There it is. Detrick H. Sorry. Before we talk about gear, we have to answer this question because I ignored you. I apologize. I am bad. Go ahead, Paul. Best friend. You have to
the ones that I would recommend that I feel safe recommending. Look, Crescent is the answer. It's the Shoaly is probably, if it's fishing kayak, is going to be your best one. If it's a bigger tourney rig, like you want a larger boat, the CK Venture or the CK2 if you really want to go big. But I would just do the one. Those are the two that I think make the most sense. Now, the Vibe Shearwater, I've never had anybody say anything but good things about it. I've not been in it, but it is a paddle centric kayak, and it's a really nice kayak. I will also throw in, as long as you're not trying to go long distance, the U10 actually paddles really well in the high seat position. So if you're truly trying to make a fishing machine, it's going to be for me between the U10 and the Crescent Shoaly.
You know what's funny is like when you Google best paddle kayaks, pedal kayaks are all the top searches.
I know.
They're like, what are you talking about? Paddle? Who wants a paddle?
Yeah.
Kayak?
Now there's a lot of good ones out there, so it kind of depends on if it's a fishing kayak or not. There's a lot of other kayaks like the Yellowfin that I know paddle really well that are not really fishing kayaks.
Well, we're always going to be talking from the fishing lens.
I'm just he didn't say that. He said, just paddling kayak.
Well, the experience that we can share with you is from a fishing experience. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. And again, like, I want to make this point. We know about a lot of things out there. We haven't personally used everything out there. So if we ever like don't say something, it's probably because we haven't tried it. Like, I just to be clear to anybody who's like, you forgot about this, it's probably because we haven't used it. And if we haven't had the experience, we don't feel comfortable sharing a review or an opinion on it because we've never actually used the thing.
But there are people that I trust that live
if we
in kayak fishing. So like the
Shearwater's
one where I've had so many people give really solid reviews on it. I feel pretty confident in recommending it.
So that's the deal with us, you guys. There you go. We're never going to be like, that thing's great. If I haven't used it, I don't want to.
You're not going to hear about it. Or I'll tell you it's probably good, but I've never used it. That's the furthest I'm willing to go.
We'll just say I haven't used it. Here are my initial thoughts. We did that with the Slayer LTE before we got in that thing. For example, we'll just be like, here's what I see. Here's what I like. Here's what I don't like. I don't know what I don't know. When I get on this thing, I'll tell you more. Yeah, that's how we operate. So there you go. If you're new, now you know. All right, now we can get to the gears. So this YakAttack order comes in. Shout out to Wade because it was 5 boxes. And well, we ordered 2 short stack plus 13x13 black packs.
I just put my 13x13 together. I really love that thing.
Dude,
I didn't realize you guys. I didn't know what I was missing.
That I can build those now in like 15 minutes.
I know.
The magic is you just take your drill, put it on the one setting, and a torque of like 2 or 3 is like perfect. So on I have a DeWalt 20 volt, and at like a 3 on the torque setting, it does not ever mess up the screws going into your black pack. And it actually like puts the appropriate amount of torque on it, which is great. So just pro tip, you can build them fast. I don't even read the instructions anymore. I built like
I've got to
black packs. Sorry.
I just did the short stack only that New Canoe has.
Yeah, the New Canoe one.
Right after that, I did the like 2 weeks later. It was like, oh, I'm doing the.
It's grown up Legos, dude. That's what it is. It's like
it's like Connects meets Legos. It's right in between.
There it is. I was like, well, maybe somewhere in between. But dude, it's so much
Connegos. Linux.
The Linux, I'll go with. Thank you. Anyways,
I like Connegos.
Nope. What? Anyways, so this the YakAttack order. We got the 13x13s. We're gonna put them into the Smalley, and I actually put mine in the unlimited. So I don't know about any of my unlimited bros out there. If you're running a 16x16, I feel for you. I used it this weekend. It sucks.
The 13x16 is
13x16 is better, but like just the 16x16 sits so close to the seat, it's annoying to open and stuff. But the 13x13 is like perfect. But anyway, so we have a bunch of that stuff, and we have some new product from them. So they actually have, this is released, right? I can talk about this.
The black ones, the
waterproof bag.
Yes, both of them. There's there's a bunch.
Oh yeah, so we have their new their bait binders. They're waterproof bags, like the dry bags, and then these new waterproof backpacks that are a lot of people have. We'll do some shorts on this because we did shorts on the old Fish Pond Thunderhead Sling Pack, which is a submersible waterproof bag for wading, and we got insane amounts of comments and like attention just from that bag. This bag is that more affordable and a 2-strapper, and it takes, you can attach the rod holders from your black pack, you can attach it to this backpack, which is,
remember that rod holder has the clip on it, so you can
so you can hold it on,
bouncing around. It's bungeed on.
I'm stoked about it. So we're gonna be testing those out. We have to do a river wading trip with those, Paul. And like,
that's all I want to do.
If we do this river trip that we're talking about doing later on, this multi-day river
the options are unlimited.
You just huck these waterproof bags in there, and like we're good to go. It's going to be insane. So we're going to test those out. This should be a lot of fun. And then we got from Yak Power their charging phone holder. We've used like every phone holder that exists for kayaks, like everything. RAM, Quad Lock, YakAttack, the new one that just dropped. I've got that on the boat, and then we're going to try the Yak Power and see what it's like getting charged.
But the Yak Power is very specific. You watch the video. I'm in the middle of filming it. It comes out next Friday. It's really cool. Yeah. I love it. We got a ton of stuff. We got their lighting kit, which I've been wanting to get for years. We got the 7-panel switcher, which I've also been wanting to get for a long time. And then we got their speaker, which literally we got the lineup from Yak Power, and there's a ton of juice in there. So buckle up.
So if anybody wanted to know about that, we'll be reviewing that soon. And then we also acquired some new footies, some new footwear. So I don't know if you guys remember, we got the Under Armour deck boots that like, it was like their second edition, I think of it. Like launched after ICAST last year. We got them right after ICAST. I've been wearing them since July of last year daily.
My feet are in them right now.
Are they?
No,
I
got my Pokemon Crocs because I'm into
exactly.
I literally wear them. I wear them every other day.
Yep, I wear them every day when I walk out the door. I wear these deck boots, and we beat the tar out of them. They're holding up really well.
Better than I thought.
We'll talk more about that because I know it's not for everybody, but like we all wear apparel when we're out and about, so we do want to start mixing in some shoes of that. If you guys aren't opposed to it, we'll talk about like water shoes, kayak shoes, boots. Not like every video, but we might do some apparel in the mix just to test it out, test the waters, dip our toes in with our deck boots on. We'll see how we feel about it.
Dip our waterproof toes in.
Yeah. So we do have some the Columbia PFG footwear line coming. So we're getting their new deck boot. It's like, dude, it's an insane looking deck boot because it looks like the cush of like a Nike running shoe. It's kind of nuts. That's nuts. And then we're getting their water shoe. It's really more of a deck shoe, not necessarily. It's not described as specifically as a water shoe, but we're going to get them wet and we'll see how they hold up too.
It's kind of like a shoey version of the cross
boat shoe. Yeah. It says like good for boat decks as far as like blood, guts, water. It'll be all right. But like,
I mean, it's going to dry. They will dry.
Yeah, they'll dry. It's just, will they be smelly? Probably mine. Yes.
Or you. Yeah. But the average foot, we'll find out.
Yeah. All right. So we got that we're going to play around with. And then we've got, according to Paul, 1.4 billion JDM baits that we have to test. We did do a couple of bundles from the hookup tackle. We did a Digitaca order, all sorts of stuff. So I literally have 2 or 3 evolution bags full of JDM gear that we haven't tested out. So we've got that to test out as well. That's coming up soon. And then the hookup tackle box. This is funny because there's a couple comments that like hit us in this last video where I talked about, it was the big unboxing with Busby. And I was like, I don't have my hookup tackle box yet, but like I dropped it last week. So we've had the hookup tackle box at this point 3 weeks.
It's coming out 2 days. Calm down.
It will be. Yeah. So on Friday, we unboxed the hookup tackle, the quarterly subscription they just started. We got our first box from that. Some bangers in there. I know a lot of people are either upset or stoked about it, but we'll talk about our opinion on it pretty soon. And then what is that? Is that it? The hookup tackle?
Is that it? That's like 50 baits.
That's all.
Plus, and the
Scorpion DC.
Yeah,
I got and yours, the SLX
and the XLX XDDC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we got some reels to test out as well. That's going down the pipeline.
And so it's a lot actually. I mean that's a month worth of fishing.
A lot. Yeah, I can't wait till it's topwater smallie season so we can use those evergreen topwaters that somebody made fun of Iliakin for using at the pond the other day.
I messaged him. I was like, that's like somebody driving like an old Chevy S10 being like, your Lamborghini's a piece of garbage.
Because it's not for me. That's half the internet. That's greater.
He doesn't know what it is. He has no idea. He's like ignorant. He can't.
Yeah. What is that dang thing, dude?
You're an idiot. So cool.
Like I can't wait. I can't wait to catch on it.
Check out ADHD Express's. Love that name.
Yes.
Check out his question.
Okay. Question from ADHD Express. What would be your top 3 must-have soft plastics to keep? I feel like this is super easy and difficult at the same time.
There's both. There's a lot of good answers, but
what'd you say?
Well, okay, so you're gonna have to have a worm, and it's gonna be a yum dinger.
Yeah,
you gotta have a creature. I mean,
which one?
Yeah, I don't. That's probably the hardest one, to be honest with you.
You got like brush hog or something?
No, I mean it would probably be a flapping hog because it's big and small. You know, the fish is kind of small, but it's big.
Yeah.
So sure, there's a bill. I really don't know the answer. And then you got to have a drop shot for me. So it's going to be. I would go the GLF, minnow.
Yeah. I would.
There's so many right answers, by the way.
Dude, I feel like Z-Man TRD Yum Dinger.
God, yeah, shit.
Because with the Yum Dinger and the Z-Man TRD, I can do infinite things, and I always use it as a jig trailer. Actually, I have a lot of success with that as a jig trailer.
But what about the? Oh my God, what about the missile baits, the baby D-bomb?
That was the next one I was going to say, but then there's drop shot. So if it's down to 3, that makes it really hard. I would almost, because I guess I would give up on my drop shot if I could keep.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
You're right.
You wouldn't. No, you
then
wouldn't.
I give up on the dinger. I get rid of the dinger.
No, the dinger you can cut into a Ned. So I mean,
right.
You got a Ned.
Okay. So dinger, and then missile baits, baby D-bomb covers all of my micro Texas, and then what do we drop?
Micro or baby? I need something bigger. I need something bigger.
Yeah. Not the full size. But yeah, somewhere in between, I would say.
Baby
is fine. Because then you could Texas rig that, you could throw it as a jig trailer. That covers you
the
for
baby.
all of that.
The baby's a decent size.
And then drop shot, I feel like I gotta go trick shots. I feel like I'm going
really
Z-Man trick shots. Yeah. It is hands down the one that I've caught the most fish on.
The drop minnow's more versatile to me.
It can be.
I'm going,
and I love it. Minnow. I got called out for doing this on a. You remember when we did the bracket series, and I was like, I love Z-Man trick shots, and I was like, drop minnow. The guy was like, you're full of it. So I'm going back. I'm going back on
That's
it.
Fine.
Trick shots.
There's so many answers you
happy.
got. Like, but I think more importantly, think about the answer to the question. Think about what tactics, the 3 tactics that you would have to have if you were going to go, if you were going to get dropped on an island and you didn't know where it was going to be. And you were like, well, if I had these 3 things, I'll be all right.
As long as that island's in freshwater and I'm fishing for bass, I'm going to be great.
Well, okay.
What you said. It wouldn't be these 3 plastics, I'll tell you that much.
Thank you
I'm
very
fishing
much.
to survive on an island.
You're like my wife. You're like my wife. We're going to be in 30 minutes. 27 minutes, 40 seconds, moron.
You're wrong. It's a terrible analogy. Anyways.
And let me list out the reasons why.
And here's 10 reasons why. Another thing that we owe you guys a review on is actually the Evolution bank fishing stuff. So we have I have a stack of backpacks.
I'm doing my job. I used the new Bass 3.0, the largemouth 3.0, the big one. I love it. It was awesome. I got to use the backpack though, and then I have all the other drift series. I'm gonna have them at the cottage, so I can cover that one.
Fair enough. Good, because I don't know when I'm going to use mine. I feel like we'll use mine as a giveaway, and we'll use Paul's to go to the cottage. Fair enough.
The cottage is a perfect testing ground for
maybe we give some away on our members only live. I don't know. You guys want a bag?
The sling pack's the one I'm very excited to test.
I'm keeping that one. That one doesn't get given away. Out. The horizontal storage, maybe you can have that one, but sling pack, ain't no way,
dude.
Yeah, it's sick,
bruh. And then
brother.
this one I had out last 2 weeks ago.
Yep. We were on the
this right
with
here.
Ted.
This is because you can get 2 or 3 boxes right here, and then you have 3 sections for stuff, and then there's still a billion pockets for all your tools. And I like this a lot. This is all, and then the bottom is waterproof and rugged. This is
Can I get my baits back that I left?
No.
All right.
Specifically, no.
2 bags of baits in your bag. I could use them. They'd be great.
Are they wondering where these were actually?
Yeah, I never even got any of those.
Yeah, that's true.
I still don't have the stealth series from X Zone that I want to test out. You have all of them.
I did catch a whole bunch on that creature.
Good for you. I would too if I had them. You friggin' jerk.
You have some. I know you have some.
No, I have none. That's
not true. You definitely have 1 bag.
How many did they send us, Paul?
You for sure have 1.
They sent us 8 bags, I believe. Also,
you have the tubes.
jigs.
Remember, you left them in your kayak. You have a bunch. I know you have a bunch.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for sharing.
Well, at least I have some.
Good. I'm happy for you. Enjoy that.
I'll probably forget to bring one around.
Yeah, you keep every trip we go out, Paul goes, hey, you got to get some of these X zones. Come on. And then he never gives them to me. He never hands them over. That's how it goes. All right, let's talk about iCast because that's actually coming up, I think. And it's kind of a big deal. I think July. It's like an okay time.
I was just talking about the Atypical Outdoors. He's going to be there. I told him we got to talk to him because I'd love to meet him. What a cool dude.
Yeah. Who? I was reading
Atypical.
a comment. Oh, Atypical. Yeah. No, that is cool. We should definitely meet up with him. We'll meet up with as many people as we can. Satcon says, how are you guys at only 16K subs? The answer is clear. Paul needs more trauma, and this channel would be through the roof to the moon.
All right. Road to 100K. Somebody get a knife.
Nah. Road to 1 million.
We need blunt force injury. Is that what we need?
Yeah, man. Just let me cast a 3-ounce swim bait at the back of your head. Just domed.
I need to test the D hooker live.
That's like, just let me hook you. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
Just do it again.
Happily. And then we will de-hook you. And then we'll use what other people said, which is rusty pliers work great.
What was look,
I love
I'm not
that
saying
comment.
that everyone should buy one, but why do you have to get in the comment and be like,
yo, we posted about the de-hooker tool and how like the grip on the actual de-hooker versus the Temu variety. It's totally different. Like Paul just snapped his in half. I broke mine too because I watched you break it in that video and I was like, oh really? And then I just broke mine. I was like, for real? Okay. Anyways, listen, we know it's cheap. You could super glue it. You could duct tape the dang thing if you want to. All Paul was saying in that video was like,
it's still just trash.
It's nice. But the funny thing was the comments were like, dude, rusty pliers, do the braid trick, which nobody ever remembers the braid trick. You got to have that one guy in your party.
I remember it.
I know it. And then like 80% of people don't remember it though. So
no, but look, it's not that can't work. So that's all fine and dandy. The thing is, if you're by yourself, you can't do that very well. Like this is so much easier. This is very much like, oh no.
Yeah. We'll use it.
I also do think that, to be fair, it is very much more like a saltwater thing because you're going to be 3 miles offshore. The hook's going to be massive. And you very well be by yourself with a giant fish flopping around trying to kill you in the boat. Yes.
All right. Real quick question before we move on. We got Calvin for $110 or the
Mirabelle
Megabest 110.
Mirabelle.
I'm assuming $110. Yeah. The Daiwa Procyon MQ LT or wait for the Shimano Mirabelle to go on.
Just save up for the Mirabelle.
Well, I don't know. Will it go on sale? Maybe.
They don't really. If you're fishing for larger fish and you don't care so much about drag, like quality drag, like finesse, go Procyon. If you are more like finesse presentation, big fish, light line, go Mirabelle. That's my answer.
I like the Mirabelle. It's very nice. You'll enjoy it.
Really like mine. And I've gotten a lot of hate for it, but I really do like it.
Why would you get hate for liking the Mirabelle?
Everyone says get the Nasi, which I get, but the Miravelle's better.
Yeah, they're just not
the Nasi is nice. It's fine, but the Mirabelle.
Also, now that I tried the Stratic, it's in a different stratosphere.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Anyway, so Hayden Croy, thank you so much for the super chat. $19.99, man. Really appreciate you. Love the content you guys put out. Keep up the great work. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. That means a lot. I love it. All right. Awesome. So yeah, iCast. What are we doing at iCast, Paul? Maybe fishing is on the list here.
I got to message those boys again. So Sup Customs, they have the ability to sell in Michigan. And I love their stuff. I love what they do. They're kind of like in our realm, just Florida version. And they were like, hey, if you guys want to come out and fish, like we fished. And I was like, I'm going to be in Florida in a couple of weeks. And they were like, well, if you can get to the west side, the Gulf side, Gulf of America, you can come fish with us. And I was like, bet. So I'm trying to hook up a date. I need to message them again. I'm kind of hoping we could like sleep on their floor or something and avoid like 2 days of hotel.
Hey, Sup Customs, can we just sleep on the floor, please? Maybe a couch.
No, I love their content. Their content's great, but so is their product. They do such a cool job, and it's such a cool thing. If I was in Florida, I would be doing that. Like that's what I would be doing. It's so cool. So yeah, I want to catch like snook and stuff, like or redfish or whatever. I don't even know. I don't care. I want to catch a cold. Let's just do it on the customs. It sounds cool. So we're gonna try and do that. And if not, I'm still kind of like maybe I can hook up with somebody else that's fishing, and maybe we could just go, check off a bucket list fish somewhere.
Yeah, we always talk about fishing when we're at iCast, and we literally never have. So
Well,
even
we
when we
made the
stayed
time
in
this year.
we were in an Airbnb with Bay Finesse Empire on a pond, and like
We didn't
never
have time.
touched it.
You can't do it during the show. It has to be before or after.
So we're gonna go up early and give it a shot. And then veteran angler, you asked if it's invite only. I believe you can buy a media pass with any channel.
No, anyone can just buy a pass. You can be a dude and go.
Yeah,
it's like, but it's not cheap.
$350 for the 4 days, I believe it is. I don't think there's an option for less days. I think it's just $350 gets you in the show. So that's where part of our budget goes every year, you guys. We got to fly to Florida.
No, it was
pay for tickets, pay for hotel.
The first year we went was a huge deal. It was, and honestly, veteran, I'll tell you right now, it's so much work. At least the way that we do it, nobody else. I'm gonna say nobody. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say nobody does it the way that we do it. Not many people. There's a very, very small number of people that make 6 or 8 videos in 4 days, edit them on site, and post them the next day. It's just, it can be whatever you want it to be, but you can just enjoy it. If we're going, we're working.
Yeah, you can just see stuff. Like if we run into anybody at iCast, is always like, "Hey, great to see you. Talk soon." And then we have to go. Like we're not trying to be rude. We're just trying to knock out a ton of videos because we want to film all the new.
We have a schedule and we stick to it. And that schedule doesn't really include lunch.
It doesn't. We don't eat. It includes 3 Celsiuses, and then it includes maybe an additional monster water for fun, and then maybe no water.
Big protein bar, protein bars. Dude, it's so
Gatorade.
Bad.
1 Gatorade.
And then you gotta have Gatorade, dude. Oh, good luck, body.
Yeah, so iCast is coming up. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll do the on water day. I've heard about things I can't talk about on the show yet because it's not released yet, but there are a lot of products that are gonna get hyped up like a week out. So like stay tuned. This is it. I felt like last year there just wasn't enough new things to care about, and this year
some new 7.
Yeah, products. This year there's gonna be some good stuff. It'll get hyped up before. There might be 1 or 2 like surprise releases at the show, but just talking to a few of the companies that we have connections with, like there's insane things coming, and I'm really excited to test it out because some of those things we'll get to try on the water day. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And the NT600 might make it. How are we gonna not just cross that tiny pond in 3 seconds? Like or 1. I
can't wait.
Somebody's running ashore in
100%
on that. It's guaranteed. So that'll be a lot of fun. But anyway, so yeah, we'll get out a bunch of content from that ahead of time and then throughout the show. And then hopefully we get to fish with Sup Customs on a Sup Custom. If you guys haven't checked those out, go follow them, Sup Customs on Instagram, and you will see.
It's a pipe dream, bro. It makes me want to move to Florida.
They're going like 20 miles an hour, like
with their buds, just shredding the gnar.
On a sup, just sitting on a cooler.
And that's a scenario where you can listen to music and chill and get a tan and catch giant fish and catch dinner while you're at it. Like truly all I want to do is go to Florida and do that. Like I was fortunate enough to go fishing in Florida. Magical.
It is magical. The bass are big too. That helps.
God dang, dude. Man.
You get peacock
You
bass.
Just have to deal with the fact that your house may get deleted once every other year.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And you can't have insurance.
You can't. Yeah.
And you have to have like security systems, like you have to have in like what was that that series of movies where like the Anarchy Night or whatever, where like everyone decides like
Purge.
It's like Purge. You have to have like doors like the Purge for when the floods come. It's not true. Not great.
And you learn all these tactics for floods, and it's
the tactic is don't have any stuff and make your house out of concrete.
Tactic is move. I don't know what to say, man. It sucks. But yeah, the rest of the year they just have amazing weather and incredible, awesome fishing. So good for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, just stay tuned for all that stuff. That's gonna be a lot of fun coming up. I think I'm gonna answer 2.
There are a couple questions. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And then we'll jump ahead. So we had Crazy Life 99. I'm looking to drop bout. Look at a drop bout. $200. I love that. On a new finesse spinning rod and reel. What's your recommendation? Oh, how finesse? We're talking like ultralight finesse or just like
no? I mean, it'll be like a medium light. I mean, the
$200.
That's
tough.
actually these days. That's actually a tight budget. So it's going to be the Nasi for the reel. I think that's $100. That splits you down right there. Well, actually, there actually are reel wise. I think you get away with a lot, and I would probably because it's a spinning reel. I might go under 100.
Yeah.
Right.
Which we haven't tried the Arc is supposed to be $80. I haven't tried it. The Daiwa Fuego, if you can get it on sale, or the
Legolas
model of it. The Regal LT.
Regal.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm using it right now on a medium setup, but it'd be great.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's $69.
That saves you. And then
you can put your money in the rod, man. Because finesse rod makes a big difference.
Huge. And I want the drag, but the Daiwa drag is not that bad. And it'll be very serviceable for what you want to do. Rod wise, man, this is perfect. Medium light. Dang, this is where I always spend my money. If I'm being honest with you, this is where I spend.
Yeah, I'm spending up on this
now. Cash in.
Yeah, so you got the cash in element, TFO.
TFO medium lights are fire.
Yeah, TFO might be the way to go, dude.
I think I don't know.
130.
Oh no, Daiwa. No. So
Tatula XT.
Tatula XT for the rod.
Yeah.
Their actions are very good. That's a good deal at $100. Now, if you want to go American made, 100% go cash in element. Very good action. Love their rods.
Yeah.
TFO, if you want to spend up just a little, and then that opens up the Nasi for you again. But honestly, I'd spend up for the rod. I think spend up for the rod. Cash in.
Yeah, I think so TFO would be the professional, TFO professional at 120, 130 you'd be spending 120 on the medium.
That's a good, god dang, that's good.
It's a really good rod. You could even step up to the option at 150.
So I would go to the option. That's what I'm saying. You go to the option.
So your budget changes to 220 Crazy Life. So if you're okay with like 220, you could pull that off.
Oh, the option would be the option their medium light. It's really nice. It's
a bunch of options we just gave you. So good luck.
But it just depends on what you care about. See, for me, I care about the rod a little more in that scenario at the $200 mark. If I had the problem is if it was like 250, I'd be like, get an Icon. I'm probably spending on the rod.
So I think
this is for BFS specifically.
Yeah. So this is from John Lincon. I need a BFS reel. I don't know why we mentioned Dobbins. Maybe you're on
a Dobbins.
Or a Dobbins. That's so you have the Sierra, Ultra Finesse probably. Yep. So then you're looking at the Arc Gravity, best for under 200 ? I've said it 100 times. I think it is we are not the experts on BFS. Let me point that out. If you guys want to see all the reels that exist, go watch RAR Fishing, RAWR Fishing. Go check him out. He's got a ton that he'll always show. There's lots of JDM options. There's stuff that you can get for under $100 that are great.
If you're a Digitaka shopper, there are better options for 200.
Yep, you can go on Digitaka. Just easily purchasable. We like the Arc Gravity BFS. Just our opinion on it. And it uses to will travel to fish. It uses the Hybo Arise braking system. It's the same braking system.
Well, they're the same thing, partner company.
Yep. They partnered on that. So if you can get the Hybo Arise for less than that, I mean, that's a great option too, but it's the same thing, just in an Arc skin, essentially.
It's great. Crazy Life, just save your money. Go with the Arc.
Yeah.
You're saving a lot. I mean, you're saving a bunch in that budget.
Yep.
Well, the prices are higher because they have to import it at a tariff of 146%.
Well, yeah, they're gonna go. Everything.
So the prices are going up. Not surprising.
All prices are gonna go up. It is what it is. But yeah, it's buy it or don't, man. Buy it or don't. That's what I say.
Well, I think a bunch of people are just gonna don't,
and that's fine. That's fine. Take a break, man. That's cool. It is what it is. We'll keep reviewing products, and that way, our goal with reviewing the products, though, you guys, is just we can give an opinion on it, and ideally an unbiased review, and then you can make an educated purchase for yourself. Because as prices go up, we're all going to be
now more important.
We're going to be buying less. We will take the hit on that, or hopefully get it sent to us if we can pull that off to save our budget. But we'll test
Companies
it.
are slashing their budgets, bro.
Oh yeah,
slashing them.
Yep, we're lucky enough to still be able to get some stuff, but who knows in the next 3 to 6 months.
Well, I think it might even be easier for us because if their marketing budgets are dying, they're going to need the free marketing. And if you can get free marketing from an influencer, it might even be easier, frankly.
Yeah, might be tough to be a paid influencer for a little bit.
You're in trouble. No, you are in trouble.
Well, luckily we never have been. So.
Thank God I don't get paid anything. Woohoo.
My $0 goes to $0.
That's right.
Continued. All right. So should we talk about Suspens next? I think we covered
So I got the Suspens, Suspenz. It's a brand, and they make carts, really nice kayak carts. They make a ton of like wall hangers, standalone kayak hangers, sup hangers, all kinds of stuff. But they have a cart. So it starts as like a standalone, like a collapsible, X cart that you can fold up. But then you can add casters to it. You can add pockets to it, and then you can add the 2 trays, like 2 tables that fold up.
Yeah,
it is a game changer. So I'm rigging the Smalley on it right now. And like when I put a tool down, I put it down right next to the kayak, not like it doesn't just like disappear. And there's only like 4 places it can go. And now it doesn't have to go in the kayak and disappear. Now I have like these massive pockets, and the little tables are legit. I almost want to just like get 4 little tables because the little tables are money.
It's not a bad idea. And put like a bucket in each of them. So like you put extra screws and stuff, like just little containers.
Yeah. It's so sick. So I really I've really enjoyed them. I like the fact that they're really light. I wish the casters had 4 locking wheels. Only comes with 2. And I made a mistake of putting them both on the same side. I didn't really think about it. So I might have to swap it. So there's like a lock on each side of the
so it doesn't turn at all.
Yeah, because it does that a lot. So I'm still learning how to use them. But man, once you get the kayak up on it, it's incredible. And you can wheel it out. It's a little janky, but you can wheel it out and load your kayak with it too. So I mean, it's not a perfect product, but it's a really, if you are doing any work at all, it's fly.
Dude, the big thing I like about it is just that it helps you get the kayak off the ground.
Huge.
Or off of sawhorses, which are not ideal.
Saws suck. Because
they're not, dude, you'll dent
they don't
your
hold
kayak.
it level. They hold it at an angle. So this holds it perfectly. Oh, it's awesome.
And you don't want that kind of weight in that direction on a kayak hull.
No, it
it's
sucks.
Just not a good idea.
Bolts over, and then all the work you're doing shoots off on the other side. New oblivion.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to test them out at Paul's place when we go do some of these builds. I'll bring my kayak over. We'll throw it on the Suspens, and
I'll get you one.
We use it. That'd be nice. That'd be great.
I'll get you
one. Appreciate it. Yeah, but it's definitely a step up if you're trying to rig out some kayaks. Like it could be helpful. So we'll give you more feedback after we use it for a couple of builds. It's gonna be fun. Mainstream's here. He says, "Let's go, Knicks. Let's go." Not my team state, but that's okay.
Nah, man, we're Detroit, bro. But yeah, good luck.
Go Knicks for you. Love it.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Thanks for being here, man. We appreciate you. Remember for 29 months too.
I like the Maniacs. You got to add the extra I, so it's Main EX.
The Main
awesome.
EX.
That's legit.
Yeah, that's great. We got the nerds. He's got the Maniacs. He actually worked his name into it. Love that. That's sick.
Well done.
All right. Next up on the list, what are we talking? Are we talking about the cottage trip that we're planning?
Yeah.
So we talked. We had the Pacific Northwest trip. And we're going to. I got a trip coming up. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be awesome.
This is gonna be so cool. Literally is
okay. We can be done.
We're going to ICAST. We got Kayak Adventure Series coming up. We've got a potential to go look at a manufacturer, maybe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
later
that.
in the year. And then over the summer, maybe more than once, ideally more than once, Paul, if we can pull this off and make it work for on your side. It's your cottage, but let me let me come over there. We'll be going to Paul's cottage, Lake St. Clair on the Canada side. We got to go fishing. Now, challenge with this, bass season isn't happening for a while.
Till like June. It's like a month.
Yeah. So we got a little while to wait on that. But luckily, Lake St. Clair has many a species to catch that are okay to catch right now. So what are we going after, Paul?
We are going to go make a video specifically targeting. I think we need to do. I think we need to do 2 because we have
Two
the
vids?
motors, I think we need to
Okay.
do 2 species. I think we need to start and check a big one off and do specifically target freshwater drum, also known as sheep's head, in our neck of the woods, even though it's not what they are. Big fighting fish. I've caught like 1 billion of them. They're a ton of fun to catch. Huge, mean, drag peeling sons of guns. And I don't have any shame using live bait for them. I think we can do live bait Carolina rig, and then we can also do active targeting with drop shot. Ton of fun. And we catch 5 or 6 between us, and I think we made the video. And then I say, hey, F this. Let's go take the big motors out and let's go troll for walleye.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Because why not? All we need is a couple rod holders that we'll already have out, and then we can just go let a rip tater chip.
I like that. I like that.
It's so much fun. Then we can eat them. I love eating. Eating's fun. My son literally goes.
I love consuming.
I like to turn food into poop. But seriously, my son goes just randomly, just totally random. He just looks at me and just goes, oh, walleye dinner.
Nice.
Out of nowhere. I was like, oh, all right, bet.
Kid gets it, man. Kid gets it. So yeah, maybe we do a shore lunch. We'll do a little catch and cook. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah,
and just peel and drag. If you've never caught like a big freshwater drum, the drag shoots out of your hands. It's incredible.
Yeah, they are fighters. They're a blast to catch. I always catch them on accident, so targeting them will actually be fun.
We also should get some cash and rods for that because they have some poles that would be really good for catfish. But open walleye, their medium would be awesome. And we have the medium heavy. We could use 2 mediums, and that's what we just don't have.
Yeah,
but that's what you want because you can fight any fish on them. I think we need.
Yeah, the medium covers the spectrum.
Because that video, we're actually going to make it, but we have to make it now because it's going to post during iCast for new canoe.
Okay.
So we need to make it now because if it doesn't work out, we have to have other weekends and then do it multiple times.
Give me a weekend, my dude. Let's do it.
Honestly, I think not next weekend when we have a different thing that we're doing, but the weekend after.
Yeah. What's the different thing we're doing, Paul? Do we talk about that here, or do we talk about that on members only?
Which one?
The technology one. No,
we can't talk about
it. Yeah, right.
Okay, not for this. I will tell you there's another trip that I'm trying to line up with
that one. Yeah.
I've got another trip that I'm trying to line up. So I had this cockamamie scheme. The longest river in the state is the Grand River. In the state of Michigan, the Grand River, 252 miles. I would like to do like a source trip where we go from the very source of the river all the way to the mouth on an inflatable with their new NT600 that's dropping on their inflatable NS130. Jeff and I both in there basically living out of it. We'd have to do it in 5 days. We'd have to cover like 30 miles a day. It would be, but we're going downriver. It would be, I think if we did like 60 miles in 2 days, we could fish like a whole bunch at the end and then cover another 30, 40 miles and just let her rip and then turn that into a video. Hopefully we'd have to, honestly, I'm going to need to call the DNR and figure out how many portages, how many like just obstacles we're going to encounter and how we're going to get around them.
It's going to be 80 portages minimum. I think
it's going to be insane, bro.
It's going to be a lot of portages.
And at the end, you end in like Grand Rapids. Yeah. And it's like, there's that massive dam we'd have to walk around.
No, you end in Muskegon.
Muskegon. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get through Grand Rapids. We'll have to walk the city walk. Like we have to hop off on the sidewalk
and then
partner carry a mile.
But it fits in a backpack. So like we could technically just,
we could do that.
Oh my God.
That would be what, dude, just pulling off in Grand Rapids, just pack up
the air out, put it in the backpack,
wheeling it down the street. Like, that'll be insane.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah,
if you
guys want to see it,
honestly, it just sounds like who else is doing that? No one, me, just us.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. If you guys haven't seen, there's a series on YouTube called Source to Sea, and it's where the River Thames, the entire length of the River Thames from the source, which is like in the fields of the UK. Like it's just insane.
He starts by walking, and the guy
in the water.
It's nuts.
Through people's yards and mills. Like some of them go right under people's houses. Like he's just walking the Thames. It's friggin' nuts. We won't be doing that, but we potentially will be crossing Grand River, which would be really, really cool. And if you guys want to see it, maybe we make a cool series out of it and do our best filming that we possibly can. And yeah, it'd be a blast. On that note, for this trip, we will need a fast motor, Paul, won't we? And maybe perhaps a vessel to get us there. So part of what we're trying to do is see if we can hook up the Newport NS130 raft and then throw a motor on that sucker. And that motor at the low end would be an NT300, and at the high end,
that's what we're doing. We're getting
NT6.
We're getting
NT600.
I think we need 3 batteries.
We would, and then we got to like go to houses to charge them or get a solar charger.
I'm gonna try and figure. Yeah, no, I got to figure how many hours it takes to charge one, and then how many hours we would be depleting them. And it might be a situation where I'd have to have like somebody drive out to us. We'd have to like pre-deliver the batteries charged.
Yeah.
Have 2 of them with us. Have 2 of them at someone's house, and then one of the person that picks up the battery takes it to somebody else's house to charge, so we could pick it up.
Yeah. It'll be. There's a lot of logistics.
It's going to be an adventure.
There's a lot of logistics to work out.
I want to do it. It's possible. There's no way it's not possible.
Oh, it's totally possible.
We can do
It's been done in canoes, dude. We can do it with
but
we have
so here's
we have
the
5
problem.
days. Yeah.
No, yeah. I don't even know if I'm that much because I'm gonna burn all my vacation on all these trips.
I know.
Be rolling over an extra week. It's gonna.
Worst case, we got to do it at a different time. It's fine. It's still something that we want to do. Hey, you know what? We hit that 100K.
It's a sabbatical.
We get that 40K bump because you get injured a lot more than you currently
I'll work
are.
remote from my phone.
We could, dude. I could bring my laptop in the waterproof bag.
But how would we get the internet? I would have it on my phone.
Hotspot? Yeah, you can hotspot.
Oh, and I can use the Nakwa to power all our.
Yeah. I think logistics need to be worked out, but
there's be more battery weight than person weight.
Dude, imagine me taking sales calls in a raft on the river.
Well, the NT600 is so silent, it won't even matter.
Yeah, I'll just be like, yeah, what's going on?
Is that a bird? Is that a bird? Are there geese in your office? No.
I'll do the blur background.
No, you put up like I'm in a high-rise building back here.
I'll take a picture of this background.
So
I'll make that
Wesley says, RV Starlink. I don't have one, oddly enough.
Give me that. How much is Starlink?
Can we look that up?
$1,000. I'm looking it up right now, dude.
Look it up.
Starlink, Rome. $50 a month for the service.
Ew.
That's not terrible. I
only need it for 3 days.
$500. $500 for the unit.
Jeff,
That's the mini.
That opens. I have 2 weeks where I can just work wherever. That is working where I can work.
Do we need to get Starlink right now?
One of us laying down on the raft with a laptop working.
Yeah, and we just trade Starlink every hour. And dude, we don't have to take any time off. Bro, you guys, we've been making fun of Gene this whole time for having the Skynet mobile, and now we're gonna go get a Skynet mobile.
Well, couldn't we take that to iCast too and use it to actually have internet?
Wow. Yes, I think.
Wouldn't that really help us?
Yes, it would really help us. All right. Well, yeah. Dude, I love this comment too. You guys get vacation?
Fair enough.
PTO, baby. PTO. That's what it is. And actually for me, it's approved, not paid time off. And PTO.
Look at Diggs.
Taking a hit.
Diggs has the right idea.
Sure. Can you hang on a second? Because I know this is a multi-million-dollar deal, but I just hooked into a river smallie and he's dragging my ass all over the place. I'm just like fighting in a tree. I'm like, yeah, so no, let's review on Tuesday. Yep. I'll email you right after this call. Fish. Oh man. Dude. Up north 140
in Canada.
Oh gosh dang.
Elon doesn't like you guys.
Elon's a rude guy. Yeah, if we get the mini and a rack mount for it, we could just mount it to the raft track mount.
That's a no-brainer. No,
I
I'll
think
put it
we
on the
do
crate.
that. Yeah, just bolt the dang thing to the top of the crate,
I'll just put it on the crate.
and then we'll just have
Honestly,
internet
this
the whole
is so
trip.
sick. Like, so how you guys do is, well, I'm out of vacation time because I've traveled all year.
So I'm
Don't
working
worry, I'm gonna
from the
work
water.
No, think about it. Think about it. So we could try if we get up early.
Knock out 2 hours of work.
We'll be traveling for like
Yep.
4 or 5 hours straight. We'll see how many miles we can get done.
Yep.
Then we'll kind of like take lunch and swap out, right?
Yep.
And then at the end of the work day, right?
We've
traveled, then we can fish a little bit, right? And then we'll have to portage and take breaks to portage. And then we'll get to the campsite. We'll fish a little bit. We'll charge the batteries and then swap batteries. And then we can just repeat that. We got to figure out how many miles we can go on this NT600. That's the thing that like, what if I could do that for 2 weeks?
Well, all right, y'all. Starlink it is. I guess we got to get to Starlink.
Bro, Starlink just opened up this whole thing. I'm actually working.
Yeah. I mean, we could use it on these iCast.
That's what I said. Then when we're traveling, we would have actual internet. That's what I'm saying. It would help us.
I can work.
All right.
Look at that, you guys. Coming up with $1 million ideas.
Do we need to get you a stick of RAM for your
I can't
Apple?
upgrade it. It's an Apple, dude. It is what it is. I really need a new laptop to edit on, but it's not gonna happen. We're just gonna have to edit slow as heck.
Can we get a sponsorship from Alienware?
Let's hit them up, dog.
Hey, I got a trip. I got a crazy trip.
We have a pitch right there. It's like, how do you feel about outdoorsy people? Like, here's what we're gonna do. We got Starlink. We're gonna go out on a raft. We'll be working from the raft.
252 miles in a week.
Yeah. We need like to hit up somebody with a
boat,
dude. We need like a rugged, waterproof, like droppable laptop that you can edit videos on. Anybody know one? I want that. I don't want to drop my Alienware in the river day 2 because that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, so my work laptop is fine.
Yeah.
Duh.
No. I didn't. Don't tell my bosses.
Hardwire Starlink into your, like, you can do an Ethernet cable.
I think so.
You can do an Ethernet cable.
Maybe not on the mini. Yeah, I'm literally just pulled up the page for the first time ever, so I don't know. I'll have to find out. I'll look into it.
How sick would that be, dude?
It's a write-off.
There's got to be something here.
Write it off.
There's got to be something here. We can make. We can do this.
Yep. It is a good write-off. I will give that to you, Tim, in Bluegrass. I just love. I was from Schitt's Creek, the show Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, like, great show.
What? It's a write-off. Just write it off.
You know what that means?
Who pays for it? The write-off people.
The write-off people.
What are we talking about?
And his face, he's like,
"What? The write-off people?"
Oh man.
Oh yeah, that is. I love it. Let's do it. That's gonna be fun. All right,
Dell, how'd you like to break into the fishing world?
Starlink. Dell, dude, we're getting a Dell.
Dude, I'll get a Dell.
I'll get a Dell.
That's actually what I have right now for work. So
I have a ThinkPad. Not that I'm better than you, but I am. Actually, what are you? You are ThinkBook, Lenovo ThinkBook. That's
what those are kind of cool.
Exactly.
ADHD, we're not getting a test tank. I don't have time for that.
Any update on a test tank? Yeah, no, I had 2 different size fish tanks I used in the past. It was such a pain.
Never worked out.
Load them up.
And nobody cares. No one's like, ooh, test tank footage.
Yeah, you really have to put like white like a decal on the back of it so it like really stands out. I never ended up doing that, but
I wish they did.
There's like 4 videos on the channel where we actually did like shaky heads, Neds, compared like 30 different plastics in the tank.
Ice fishing.
They're on the channel. You can check it out. But yeah, we have no intentions of doing that. I'm super jelly of all the guys with pools that just throw their swim baits in the pools and just that would be so clutch. Only at a pool that I would use 3 months a year.
But it's only good for that. It's not good for any other baits, and we never fish those. So it's like,
yeah, you can get underwater footage. I don't know, whatever.
No, ADHD. We thought about it, and it's been overtaken by NS 130 252 mile river trip with Starlink. That's all.
With Starlink and a Dell.
I love the Starlink. That honestly, I can work with that. I can if I just take my calls and I answer a couple emails, I can do that.
We
and
can work on
2 hours
drives.
working, then we swap, a couple hours working, then we swap, and then
that'll work for me too, man.
And then it's like, 3:00, I just kind of be like disappear, and then fish. And then as long as we cover it, because that's like covering the water, and then we do the vlogging and everything after the fact.
Yeah, dude. And we just set up a GoPro and run it for
a couple hours when we get once we hit our finish line, we can go upstream, fish for a little bit, check what's up, bro.
All right, so who's gonna pitch Elon? Me, you? You got it?
If I knew a guy.
If I knew a guy, I'd call that sucker up. Let's do this, dude. Oh man, that would be insane. I love
bananas, bro.
Let's do it. We're gonna make it happen. All right, so I think that's a wrap. I think we covered everything. It's a lot of stuff going on, you guys. We'll give extra details as well as maybe tips. No, not tips, hints at the secret project that we're working on the members only live. Just to give you guys an update on what's going on behind the scenes. So my new members, I think there was like 15 or 20 tonight that were gifted memberships. Make sure you show up Tuesday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. That'll be a blast. What do you say to some slow rolling thunder, Paul?
I got like nothing on here.
What do you mean you got nothing? I want to do this first one because I got a bone to pick. So Paul describes these as hoochie daddy shorts. We're talking about short inseams.
I'm at 5 inches right now.
Are 5-inch to 7-inch inseams a problem? We got a couple of funny comments back in the day because we wear them when we're fishing
all the time.
Skies out, thighs out, dude. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That's nuts out, bro. Like drop.
That's the 3-inch instream. It's just like nuts out. But like there was a few comments and people were disturbed. Sorry. And they were just like, what? I thought we were done with short shorts.
No, we just got started.
No, man, it's back.
I don't think you guys realize that rugby shorts are what I've grown up with, and that level of comfort can't be achieved with
their short shorts.
There's nothing else like it.
You want to talk about mobility? Mobility, dude. Do a squat. Easy. There we go.
And back.
Elliot says, yeah, they're a problem. Jinko is back. Please don't bring Jinko back. I can't go back, dude. I can't go back. It's that would be problematic. Do you remember being able to like wear Jinko jeans and like put your skateboard in the pocket behind your foot?
I love the videos of people who are like, yeah, and I put a vase of flowers back there, and I put
my Nintendo entertainment system.
Yeah, a GameCube dropped back there.
Easy, dude. Wild. All right. Well, I think they're cool, so I'm gonna keep wearing what I like. Deal with it. Are we doing this question? I saved this one from last show.
I remember that one.
We can do this.
Is it? So, I don't. 3. Okay.
Do you want to say 2? 1?
No,
all right, you can bring one.
About,
no,
like, just people that we know, or like what's the?
No, we're spicing it up. You go on a road trip, Paul, and you got a +1 for us. I'm already in. Too bad for you.
Is it like people that I know, or is it people that I don't know, or is it random people like
people you know from social media?
Okay,
but aren't close with. So you can't be like Ilyakin can't be on this trip.
Okay,
so Debo's not on this trip, but you got to take a +1 angler,
like a stranger, an acquaintance.
Maybe you like commented their post one time, but like we're not messaging all night. So
all right,
who are you taking?
Oh man, Uncle Larry would be way up there.
Ooh,
for me. John B.
John
way up there. Because like good fishing, but also seems ridiculously fun. Like I
want
would
to talk business with John.
Yeah, exactly. That too, for sure.
Like that's what I would be so interested in is just his business journey. But I like
agreed.
That choice.
Atypical is way up on my. Just seems like such a dude. Like what a just cool guy.
We've met a lot of genuine people.
A ton.
It is cool that there's a lot of good people in the space.
I like almost want to go through my. I almost want to like
the Rolodex.
Oh, Weston Smith is my answer.
Weston is a good one.
I love that guy. I feel like we would have a great conversation, have a lot of fun. He seems like he's a fun-loving person, but also super serious and motivated and driven, and like is into fitness, also into business, and just loves to do stuff. Like just loves to work, but enjoys what he does. That's a rare combo, honestly.
I like it. All good choices. You stole a lot of my choices. I'll try to come up with something new.
Larry Melton, even though I know who he is, I would really like.
We've been on a trip with Larry.
I know,
you
I
can't
like
choose Larry.
I like Larry a lot. He's like such a nice guy, and he's very. He's very genuine.
I was gonna go potentially like gain some knowledge route and go with somebody like Milliken or B-Lat.
Oh, good answer.
Dude, Brian Latimer would be.
Oh, B-Lat, he's like my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's
great angler, family man.
B-Lat. He's a family.
You can't change your answer to my answer. Get out of town.
That's too late.
It's too late. I already did. It's written in stone. It's done.
I love B-Lat. B-Lat is like,
right. It'd be really cool. Never met him. Just know that he seems like a really genuine guy. And
I know
it
feels like weird to be like, oh, I know you from Instagram, but it's obviously not. But yeah, he just seems like such a good person. Greg Blanchard.
These were actually runner-ups for me. Greg Blanchard. Gerald
not
Swindle.
Interested in hanging out with Greg Blanchard at all.
Is
that bad?
I haven't gathered any information on genuineness from him his post.
How I know that I'm out.
I'm saying one way or the other. So I don't know. I'd still be interested. Gerald Swindle is a good one. I mean, I think there's a lot.
That's right. Kayak fishing, mag, sniping, baby.
Tactical Bassin would be cool.
That dude just what a hammer.
Dude,
I would pick Milliken over here. If I'm gonna hang out with somebody and I'm gonna choose, they have to be like fun. And you know this, right? Like if you can't joke the jokes, like we're not gonna
we won't connect.
Great, we will be fishing and turning that. Like it's gonna
How many trips have we been on where we're like we're doing
people.
our thing?
We're the people.
Yeah. I feel like half the monster bass trips we went on, I felt like we were on an island.
I will say though, what's
Rudd?
Yeah, Rudd's good. Rudd's a cool dude. Egret. I feel like I would really like to hang out with him. He
Serious
seems
angler.
Obviously unbelievable at fishing, but like gets the joke at all times and is also willing to participate. That's a good one. But Milliken for friggin' sure.
Yep.
Who was the guy who's gonna like live out of a van on a monster bass team? Was in a Flint for a while. What is wrong with me? He's a boat captain.
Fish and Grubs.
He was around and he got it. He was top tier. Larry and him on that one trip, they were. Does he
own a carp company now? He's like working with a carp bait.
Well, he was doing fishing rods for a while. Doing a lot. He doesn't do it anymore. The carp fishing stuff. I think it's mostly just off-season stuff. But he's a boat captain. What a cool guy. And also, you want to talk about genuine? That guy's just all time.
Just a real dude.
He is.
Yeah. But yeah, we always end up on an island when we go on trips.
That's true. And
you gotta pass the vibe check first before we move on.
We're gonna drown you in inside jokes.
Yep. Get ready to catch up or be like, these guys are weird, which is fine.
And that's fine too. I get it. I respect it. I do. I totally respect it. B-Lat would be way up there though for me. He maybe number one. I love that guy.
All good options.
Zona and KVD, I feel like they're too big for us. They're too good. I feel like they're out of my league.
They're on a different humor level and vibe level than we are.
Because they're like 30 years older than us too.
We wouldn't mesh.
They seem like cool guys. I would try, but they wouldn't get it, and we would just be like, "Aw."
And we wouldn't get it.
Yeah, they're incredible though. Holy crap! Obviously, if I got a chance, I wouldn't say no. But if I was gonna pick, I have to. I wouldn't want to ruin it for them. Should I put? Is that fair? I wouldn't want to ruin it for them because I would ruin their time, and I don't want.
They would have a bad time with us.
They'd be like, "We're freaking idiots." I'd be like, "Yeah,
guaranteed."
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, DeBurley. By the way, we've missed DeBurley's anniversary like 17 times. I'm sorry, dude. Shout outs to DeBurley, who's been a member for 48.
One of the originals.
Months. Yeah. But since we started memberships,
since inception.
That's why he's the DeBurley AAA hype man.
Thing is, yes, 1000%.
So you said Bill MFing dance, and again, we would ruin Bill's.
We would ruin his time. He'd be like, "You guys are god awful."
He would hate us.
Oh, he would,
and we would like him, and we'd be like, "This is amazing! What a great opportunity!"
And he'd be like, "We'd fire me, please."
Ruin the day. Ruin his day.
I know.
Just full warning, transparency for anybody that wants to fish with us. We will be off the rails 99.9%.
Oh, Python Dad says they seem gracious. They will be very nice about it, but internally they'll be like, "Get me out of here."
Yeah, and we would feel bad. The whole time we'd be like, "Oh, I'm pissing off Bill Dance." Which would be the worst. The worst. It would ruin our trip because of that.
Yeah, why would I want to ruin my chances
Yeah.
of being cool with Bill? I think
Yeah.
I need to. 100%.
I think
Hey,
Bill.
if Bill Dance admires the passion, then we're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
But I see
mean,
those are like true. Like they our passion for fun would be a problem for other people.
Yep.
That's
You
cool.
had a chance to meet up with him.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
fish one of his lakes at a kids event. That's
Wow.
awesome, DeBurley. So DeBurley got a chance to
What
meet up with him.
What about Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Bro, oh, we go outside of fishing. There's so many options.
And I feel like we'd have the wrestling connection.
Yeah.
We'd have the fitness connection. We could shoot guns. I love those.
Stone Cold's such a good option too, because most people would say The Rock because he has those viral videos where he caught a fish.
One time pass. No
Dude,
thanks.
Jason Statham. So if I could catch a rock bass with Jason Statham, and I could be like, Jason, I want you to know we named this fish after you. This is the Jason Statham. I'm out here catching Jasons, dude. Like with Jason Statham, I could die happy.
Statham's on Statham's, and he's just punching him as we throw him in the boat.
Yeah, he's like, oi, send it over my way.
Oi.
What's the job? Where's the job? I'm the beekeeper.
Oh, this is a
be
fun question. I like
amazing. All right. See, I knew it could turn into some fun. It's a good question. We should ask this whenever we have a guest on too. So like this is gonna be a new staple guest question. You can bring one other angler, but it can't be like your best
like
buddy.
the draft. We have to pick
for best buddy on a trip.
Oh my god.
I'm losing first round. I know that.
Man.
He's out, knocked out first round. All right. So that's all we got for you guys tonight. This was a blast. Hopefully you had fun as well. We will be back again next week. And members, next Tuesday, the 13th, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. We're going to do some giveaways. We're going to have a lot of fun, do some behind the scenes stuff. We got a couple projects we're working on that we're really excited about, and we're only going to share it with you guys. Bracket series?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do a bracket series on Fishing Buddy.
Who do you fish with? That would be friggin' fun, dude.
Yeah, I think we go outside of fishing too. I think we put a couple.
Yeah, no. There's the left side is outside of fishing. The right side is inside of fishing.
I think that'll be fun. So stay tuned for the bracket series probably next week. Best buddy co-angler for a fishing trip.
Dude,
who we're going with.
What'd be funny is if they got to vote somehow.
Yeah. Who got to vote?
They were like, oh, I don't want to fish with those guys at all.
Oh, if you got to call up Bill Dance, you're like, Bill, all right. Hear me out.
Like, nah, brah, pass.
I don't think so. All right. Well, it's been fun, you guys. We'll see you next week. Chaz, take us out. We love you. Bye.